Okay, Joker review. It was the film of the year. It was the best film of the year. And Joaquin Phoenix is perhaps the number one famous dramatic actor. Joaquin Phoenix plays characters with humanity, something that Christian Bale could never do, or Johnny Depp never does. He's got a broad tragic humanity. He can play the tragedian, which again is one of these things that I think part of the way that casting and the social side of acting works is actors who are natural tragedians are shut out of the game. And perhaps Phoenix himself would not have made it if he didn't have a famous dead brother. He wouldn't have been given his break. We do end up with superheroes or light boys, romantic boys. So it's rare to find a tragic actor who is celebrated and who makes it through the system. But really, it's the highest form of drama, really, isn't it? To pull off a tragedy. Ewan McGregor, Jude Law, Depp, Bale, all these people, Brad Pitt, they can't do it. Joaquin Phoenix can do it. He, Oscar deservedly so. And the filmmaker, so from the guy who made The Hangover, which was, again, that was the film of the year when that came out. Fantastically great fun film, really well made, brilliant introduction to whoever that guy was who was the lead in it. He's then sort of done a lot of weird stuff since, but and also the Zach Galifianakis, great introduction to him. So that filmmaker is quite wonderful. It's wonderful to see him take on this sort of thing. I mean, the film is a remake of King of Comedy, but in a really lovely, clever way. It's and using the superhero genre to tell a story about inequality is perhaps the only way you can do it, because it's a forbidden tale. You can't tell the story. It's not allowed. You wouldn't get funding, because who funds a film? Who's got $100 million? It's not poor people, is it? The colours, wonderful, the kind of blue-yellow thing they had going on. And so many of the shots are, a portrait in itself. Every frame, what do they call it? Every frame a picture or something. Very beautiful film. And in some ways, that digital feeling, it's starting to come into its own. It gets harder to see a film that sort of makes you want to stand up and shout at the end of it. But this film certainly did that. And it's a hopeful film. There's hope for Hollywood when you see, a big mainstream Hollywood movie like this. It's a hopeful film.